Adam Johnson against Eric Fonoimoana and Dane Blanton. Hello everyone, I'm Craig Hummer and welcome to a very windy Clearwater Beach. It's been a strange week for this should set up the whole season fantastically here on Fox Sports Net. We always have wondered nobody. Adam puts it down for the point. We're all tied up at 8.
Craig, incredibly windy situations out here right now. The kind of situation that the amateur player loves to see, because even the pros can look silly. The ball's getting whipped around. The winds are 20 to 30 miles an hour. Very, very difficult playing conditions right now for both teams.
We've seen a number of matches here today go as closely as this match has. Is that due to the wind? Fonoy just over the outstretched arms of AJ, good for the side out.
Interesting situation. A lot of the matches were on the outside court earlier, where you didn't have the bleachers that kind of blocked and created the swirly effect that you have on the main court. So a lot of matches going down to the wire all weekend. Just a lot of good volleyball, I think.
Blanton to serve. This is a rematch of our Tucson final. Into the net.
Something that you don't realize, the wind affects every play you do. Your toss on your jump serve, your pass, your set. You've got to constantly be thinking of the wind, and then when you throw in the fact that it's swirling and gusty as it is today, it makes it very difficult to play.
AJ with a great service ace. They go up 9-8.
I'm looking right now the score.
Adam with a great jump serve down the middle.
Good.
Blanton a little off the net, but a great recovery cross court. Good for the side out.
Fonoimoana and Blanton are a very athletic team. Dane demonstrated that on that play. You had to take off on one leg and just drilled the ball cross court. That was not an easy hit.
Fonoy with the service. And AJ puts it down. Good for the side out.
One thing I've noticed throughout the course of the tournament is that even though the wind is predominantly blowing towards Karai and Johnson right now, it doesn't necessarily make that the good side. It's swirling, and so whatever side you're on the court, it just depends how the wind comes.
Karch with a service ace to put them up 10-8.
That serve got up high on Blanton and just handcuffed him, and he wasn't able to move his body away and make a proper platform to pass that ball.
Just too close to the net, but he recovers again. Dane with a great shot there. Dane Blanton back to serve. He has one career win with former partner Canyon Seaman. That was at the Hermosa Beach Grand Slam event last season. First African-American ever to win an AVP tournament. Sails long on that. Another case of the wind just being too much, right, MD?
Yeah, Dane barely hit that about 50% of normal speed, and the ball just sailed out of bounds. It caught the wind behind it, and you have to really pay attention on every play and try to figure out which way that wind's blowing and make your shots accordingly. Otherwise, you're lost out here.
The winner of this match going into the final, Stephenson Loyola, already there.
And sitting in the player tent resting, hoping that these guys will go to 15-15 and play the maximum amount of time possible.
Absolutely, hoping it goes OT. Just falls out for AJ. That's good for the side out.
Again, a new rule on the AVP is you can't catch your toss and toss it up a second time. You've got these windy conditions that really affects how you're going to serve the ball. Adam's toss wasn't that great on that last play. The wind whipped it around, and he still had to continue through with his jump serve, where in the past he would have just grabbed that ball and tried again.
Fonoy with the service. Great dig by Fonoy. Goes over the net, however. AJ Blanton with the block, but into the net, side out.
Dane a little out of control the second time on the block attempt, carried his body into the net. And that's one thing that Eric Fonoimoana on the previous play, he got that dink shot down the line. He's probably moving side to side on the court defensively better than any player on our tour right now. He's picking up that shot all the time, and that's a mark of a good defensive player.
Welcome back, everyone, to Clearwater Beach in Florida for the AVP Miller Lite Players Championship. Our semifinal action, Blanton and Fonoy up against Karai and Johnson. Semi-final action, Karai and Johnson up 10-8 over Fonoy and Blanton.
Dane Blanton wiping a little sand and just trying to break the momentum of Karai and Johnson right now. They're on the lead, they're on the good side, but with the wind whipping around the way it is, you never know whether the good side can turn into the bad side.
Johnson back to serve. Into the net, however. Side out.
Throughout this match, Adam's been having a lot of trouble controlling his toss on his jump serve. And with the new AVP rule where you don't get 2 attempts at the toss, it really is affecting how he's serving.
Fonoy with a boomer, however, it goes too long. Another side out, seeing a lot of service mistakes, MD, like you said, because of this wind. Set by Fonoy, a little off the net. Chance for a point here. A great save over the net again. Karch with the set. What a miraculous play.
You've got fantastic defense by Fonoimoana and Blanton on that play, Craig. Athleticism all the way around. Here you see Karai off the block, Blanton stretching out, Fonoy getting it over. And they're just playing great athletic defense right now. Blanton over and down for the side out.
One of the more athletic teams on the beach. There's a block by Fonoy. Great little setup. That's good for another point.
Great cover by Karai. Fonoy blocks Johnson straight down on this. Karai covers, but it bumps over the net, and Fonoy and Blanton able to control for the point.
9 serving 10. Dane Blanton to serve again. AJ puts it down. Good for the side out.
That was a good steady side out for Adam Johnson on that play. He's been having a lot of trouble with his serve and with his siding out in these windy conditions. He needs a couple more side outs like that to settle down and get him and Karch through this match.
Karch and AJ on the good side. AJ back to serve. Service ace. They go up 11-9.
Here in the center of the volleyball universe.
Clearwater Beach, the Miller Lite AVP Players Championship semifinal action. Karai and Johnson against Fonoy and Blanton. They're up 11-9. Cut shot by AJ. Good for the point.
Great defensive play by Adam Johnson, controlling the ball. It's windy conditions. You really want to control your digs. If you get them up and in the air, there's no way to get the good transition hit. And Johnson with a great little cut shot.
Yep. Come on. Okay. Good save by AJ. Nice. Off the block of Blanton. Good for another point.
Again, you see the point that really the good side isn't necessarily the good side. The ball's drifting on Fonoy. Johnson able to get 2 good digs and transitions. And Fonoimoana and Blanton are in big trouble right now. They're on the good side and they're giving up points. They're going to take a time and think about it for a second.
A rematch of Tucson's final, where Karch and AJ won 15-5.
You see AJ grabbing his shorts right there and trying to get a breather. It's a little overcast and very windy right now. Throughout the weekend, though, it's been very sunny, very hot. Adam suffers in those kind of conditions. It takes a toll on his body, and he's just trying to suck up some air right now, get a few more easy points, and try to get in the player tent and rest for the final.
AJ with the serve. Yep. Great save.
Right side, Dane. Good line.
Good for another point. 1 point away from making it to the finals.
Again, you see the wind affecting play. Johnson with the great one-arm spread defense over the net. Blanton covers the ball, but on his approach, Fonoimoana set blows way back over his head. He can't put anything on it. Another point for Johnson and Karai. Point game.
Fonoimoana bangs it down to save the game for now.
Fonoimoana and Blanton right now are at the point where let's just try to settle things down and get that 11th point, get the side change. And here you see Fonoimoana finally keeping the ball in front of him and putting it away cross court.
Fonoimoana with the serve just wide.
Psychologically, it's so difficult when you're giving up points when you're on the good side. It just makes you press that much harder. You see Fonoimoana trying to get a great jump serve and get things turned around and flails it out of bounds.
Off the block of AJ, it goes out. Good for the side out.
Again, Blanton's going to try to get something going for his squad. Their backs are to the wall, and he's got to whip up some good jump serves right now and get him and Eric back in this match.
Just long. AJ going back to serve.
Johnson back to serve, a game point opportunity.
He and his wife Jennifer expecting their second baby anytime now, carrying the beeper.
He got beeped earlier on Saturday, and it was a false alarm.
Karch with the block. Karch with another block. Blanton with too much.
Great blocking by Karai at the net, swatting both of Fonoimoana's shot. But you see Blanton covering his partner, and those are the kind of plays that you got to make. You got to get a couple of kind of easy side outs to make a comeback.
Karch hammers it down.
Definitely a play that Blanton says, I probably shouldn't have dropped on that one. Adam said Karch right on top of the net, and Karch showing no pains at all in that reconstructed shoulder of his. He's playing great, and he looks great.
Try to serve. Game point. Blocked by AJ, but out.
Side out.
Fonoimoana reaching high, tooling off the block. Again, if they're going to make any kind of a comeback, they've got to steady out, get a lot of side outs in a row, and hope that AJ and Karch let them back in the match.
Blanton with the serve. Just tags the line for AJ. Good for the side out.
Here's AJ. Perfect pass, keeping that ball in front of him and cutting cross court. Adam had a lot of difficulty in the finals of the winners bracket with Jose and Kent. He seemed disoriented. The ball was really blowing around on him, and he wasn't siding out very well. Seems like he's starting to get his feel for the court, for the wind, for the situation that's out there right now, and he's playing a lot steadier game.
Good try by Karch for that little ding, but no.
Again, Fonoimoana and Blanton siding out. When you've got point game against them, there's really nothing else you can do. If you want to stay in the match, you've got to side out.
Help me. Oh, nobody. AJ with a miss hit. Good for the point for Fonoy and Blanton. 10 serving, 14.
Interestingly, at the beginning of the match, Fonoy and Blanton got the first 3 points playing on the bad side. So if they can get the side switch, there's no saying that it's over.
Nice bang by AJ for the side out. Well, we saw AJ and Karch give up a huge lead earlier in the tournament, only to survive the comeback by Whitmarsh and Seaman. So you're right.
Probably the match of the tournament so far. Whitmarsh and Seaman up 14-12 with 6 seconds left, and Karai and Johnson came back and won the match 18-16.
Karch would like to have that one back. Fonoy into his bread basket. Good for the side out.
Big hit by Fonoy on that, and you can sense that the winds kind of died down a little bit. The players are starting to get a little more control over the ball, and you see the AVP style of play that you're used to when it's not so windy.
Just wide by Blanton.
2:11.2 remaining.
Karch and AJ have been stuck on 14 points for quite a while. Still trying to get that game point. AJ back to serve.
You've got Adam, one of the best jump servers in volleyball, serving the float serve. That tells you how tough the wind is right now.
Dig by AJ. Can't convert.
Karch is grabbing his head saying, Adam, I didn't give you a very good set on that. But still, that's a play that Adam's got to keep that ball in the court. You've got the windy conditions. You've got the dig. You've got to keep that ball in the court and keep the play going. Here we'll see Adam cutting in the net.
Over. Go ahead, go. Great dig by Fonoy. And a little bit of luck for the point.
Again, you see Fonoy covering that shot down the line and using the equipment to get that point opportunity.
It's 14-11. We'll be back to semifinal action. Hummer and Mike Dodd in Clearwater, Florida. Semifinal action. Karai and Johnson over Fonoy and Blanton, 14-11.
Again, interesting situation in the match, Craig. You've got Fonoy and Blanton going over to what is considered the bad side, but when you've got the wind whipping 30 miles an hour, sometimes the good side can turn into the bad side just like that. So Karai and Steffes in no shape have this match under control. They've got to really fight the elements and try to push through and win this match.
Fonoy with the serve. Karch puts it down. Good for the side out.
Again, that's a play by Blanton where he figures that Adam's not going to set Karch too well. He drops off, and Adam puts him 5-0, and nothing you can do when you got Karchy on the net like this. It's snap. Boom.
Great arm swing. That shoulder doing fine. Not too fine there, however. Into the net on that service.
Well, I tell you, this is going to become a situation where Karch and Adam are going to get more and more tense and more tight if they're not able to close this match out. It's been 6 or 7 side outs in a row now for Fonoimoana and Blanton.
That serve sails long for Blanton, giving the side out once again to Karai and Johnson. AJ back to serve, one of the best servers on tour.
And you can bet with the wind in his face, he's going to let this one ride.
Chance for a point and the game. There it is.
Nice controlled defense by Adam Johnson. Keeps the ball in front of him. Karai giving him a good set, and they put it away and finish out the match.
Well, that was a rematch of the Tucson final with the same result this week. Karch and AJ advance to the final. They'll face Steffes and Loyola. That's one heck of a rematch. We've seen it a number of times last season. This will be the first time this season. We'll be back.